Your boy, official BVSAP back. But hold on. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Why not? Follow me, and yeah, stay until the end of the video. Watch until the end. Why not? But we have to talk about this. Nadia went from Warzone Pro to OnlyFans. And the picture seems very accurate according to what I'm seeing, especially if it's a gamer.
About cheaters in the gaming industry, their careers usually end after they've been exposed, with them getting banned from the game and a viral clip of them cheating usually being the last people ever hear of them. I mean, you can go and ask Clara.
Wait, what the Clara?
But very rarely does someone manage to turn cheating allegations into an entire career, managing to still even get invited to gaming tournaments. And if that sounds insane, well, that was...
I mean, that does make sense, but wait.
Of Nadia. But somehow, even after defying all of the odds, she still managed a way to fumble it, practically losing all of her viewers, having to launch a career in more unsavory parts of the internet. So the question is...
So at the end of the day, she still did not lose. I understand OnlyFans has its own title, has its own good ways and bad ways. Not saying it's a good thing, but listen to me. I'm not saying it's the end of it or all. She can still continue streaming. She can still continue to post. But shoot, like, people.
What happened to Nadia, and how did she end up this way? Well, to figure that out, we first have to go back to 2021 and a bunch of other videos. And these videos weren't specific to YouTube, because at the same time, she was also growing her TikTok, where she posted a bunch of her skill gameplay, like...
So have you guys seen the recent video the other video before this one? I already covered this, or I already said that, yo, her traction was growing insanely fast, which I already covered that. But another thing would be that
easy to gain a following in. And as you can probably guess, the comments were a bunch of thirsty guys saying things like, sheesh, let's play though. Simps assemble. Alright, bet. So what are we playing? I'm on every day, catch some vibes and some dubs. And through this kind of marketing, mixed with the skilled gameplay, over time she was able to amass a large following, pointing out instances where her aim and traction...
So there was a moment that, hey, 26.9, like her traction was in right there. 299K.3. She already had the traction. She already had it. Look right there, 1 million. Like, she already had it. You know what I mean? There was nothing. Look, here's the thing. This is why I'm saying that she did not lose overall, or at the end of it, she did not lose. All right, maybe on YouTube, YouTube alone, maybe she might have lost some traction, right? But she already has the base, or in other words, she already has a following. When you have a following, especially that you're already spread out on other platforms, there's just no way for you to lose. But if you're in other platforms, you're not promoting the game. If not, you're promoting yourself, or you're just posting what you think, or anything that has to do related to you. There's no way for you to lose. But if it's something that has to do with funds or maintain your lifestyle, then that's just a whole nother topic. But again, I'm not trying to cover something that I already reacted to. There was a lot of people cheating, especially in other games, Minecraft, Warzone, Fortnite, you name it, even other games as well. But this is not new anymore.
To see the same exact...
Bro, you don't understand. There is people that were extremely good without it, but it's just that, bro, if they let that in tournaments and other specific areas with other areas that has to do with the same thing as tournaments. And excuse me, you guys, I am trying to speak as fluently as possible because, first of all, I'm not trying to say why, but you will understand why if you follow my TikTok and this and that. But anyways, you guys, we're getting straight to the point. What I'm trying to say is that, hey, maybe you guys are right. Maybe she was a fraud and this and that. But the thing is that, you got me. Continue the video. I was gonna say something, but no. I kind of seen a clip like that.
As you can see from this clip, Nadia's crosshair locks onto the other enemies after she's done shooting. And the person who did this even put it in different forms of slow-mo just to emphasize the point. In the comments, another person even had something similar to say when they said, I tuned into her stream based on Twitch recommendation today. This was the first game I watched. Turn her channel off after I saw this. Watch her aim drag towards the player through walls.
Through walls? I mean, if I'm being honest, you could have used that accusation and still gain attraction out of it, you know what I mean? But regardless of regardless of everything, you still won.
And I'm pretty sure they're talking about this clip right here, where her crosshair drags to where the person is behind the wall, even though there's no possible way she could have known that the person was there. There were even critics that attempted to identify the kind of aimbot
4 Nadia videos. That is 4.
it was using, with their best guess being that she had lower torso aim, which stemmed from the fact that she usually shot people in the stomach.
She had like 40 kills, just lower torso. And if you watch Star Fox gameplay of it, it looks exactly the same. There's no difference. So there's no such thing as lower torso aimbot. There is aimbot set to the lower torso.
I'm not trying to put out a video of me just like reacting to the video, but at the same time not saying anything. Like, I'm trying to find specific things that I could just talk about.
Played a role in some of the backlash that regard.
Because think about it. All right, cool. She made it to the tournaments. All right. She has some exclusive access to other certain people as well, or YouTubers, or other pro gaming players, excuse me. But regardless of YouTube, I feel like YouTube is a whole different career. It's a whole different section right there. Because, of course, you're going to have some good days and you're also going to have some bad days. But if you maintain what you're doing in other platforms, of course, that's going to skyrocket without you even trying. I mean, you could just look at it. In one day, maybe she had 10,000 views. And another day, she had 29,000 views. But it doesn't mean that you're gonna accumulate. It's the same thing with funds. It doesn't mean that you're going to accumulate the same amount of views. Maybe so, just maybe in one specific moment that, okay, let's say you reach 1 million subscribers, right? You're doing great. You're pulling anywhere from 100 to 500,000 views, but it's not even about engagement. If not that, engagement is automatically, but it's not even just that. It's just that if you're streaming, you maintain that audience and you're doing that constantly every single day, maybe putting hours and hours towards it, it's going to become easier for you. But for other YouTubers, it's not the exact same thing, especially if you have multiple channels. But we have to talk about it. Look, the proof is right there. One day she had 180,000 views. The truth about me cheating. She's using that now. Another thing is 11,000 views. What happened? You know what I mean? What happened? And then I know where I carry my team. You know, it's the same video. I carry my team to the win with 27 kills. Vanguard was 11,000 views. And then it skyrocketed. 33,000 views. Skyrocketed. 53,000 views. People are never going to understand, like, you can say that her views drop and this and that. I do understand on other points, but did she lose, if I'm being extremely honest? If you're talking about financially wise, then I can't say that because, first of all, I can't believe everything I see online, especially that there's some people benefiting off her name. 4 videos off of her. I mean, I would understand that you are covering a certain specific title. All right, cool. And you're spreading awareness that she cheats. All right, that's very cool. But I wish people did that in other games as well. You know what I mean? Not just Warzone, but again, it's a whole different audience we're talking about. And for me to not be talking some bull crap or whatever.
And still, difference with this tournament is that this would be in person on a standard computer monitored by officials, meaning there was no way for her to cheat here. There was also,
and that's the other thing. You cannot fake it. That's what I'm saying. You cannot fake it. LAN, local area network tournaments generally have no perceptible input lag, making them the standard for competitive exports by offering near zero latency, usually under 1ms or 1ms. By connecting computers to a dedicated local server, they eliminate internet-based lag spikes and packet loss.
that since literally she could no longer deny the cheating allegations. And the people in her TikTok comment section knew this, with some of the comments being, aimbot doesn't work there, or your skill level better not change. 36,000 likes. You know you're not allowed to use a VPN when you play them, right? So how to aim.
Look, if I give myself a chance, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even feel like reacting anymore. But if I give myself a chance to even try out the game and just practice to the point that I just become good, then why not? Just give me the chance, if I'm being honest. But I'll give myself a chance. Same thing when it comes to Minecraft. Same thing when it comes to any other game, especially Fortnite. I'll give myself a chance. Just practice, regardless of what's going on. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna leave the video right there because I just don't want to keep reacting. Then I don't know when I say anything. But as always, you guys, God bless every single one of y'all. I am gonna be out. Official BVSAP. Y'all already heard it before. And yeah, there's not much for me to say. That it's incredible, but shoot. And another thing is the OnlyFans thing. It's the end of the video.